Yeah, I low-key just rushed over here when I first saw these sneaks, and then I had to go do some errands and then work. Yeah, so making this video was top of my list. Hello everybody, we are back in the CT Studios Discord, and we got some brand new sneak peeks and some new announcements. So let's go ahead and just take a little look-see here. Look at this. So June 30th, which is, if I check now, that is today. We got brand new sneaks. But what kind of sneaks we got exactly? You did not read that wrong, my friends. That says Rage Chapter 2 sneaks. Bruh, these sneaks are not final. Some final polishing and things are subject to change, but these sneaks won't be scrapped as they are already planned for the lore. I want to remind y'all, Book 3 released like on June 21st. That was 9 days ago, and they're already working on Chapter 2. Like, are you serious, dude? Nightmare Mode's not even out yet. Speaking of that, for Rage Nightmare 1 mode, release is still being tested. We're working hard to make sure there's no issues in your One Life runs. The Yen Lanterns for Nightmare, I'll keep them a surprise until it's out and ready. So it pretty much confirms that we're not going to be getting any sneak peeks or any leaks of the Yen Lanterns until it's actually released, so that's great. Thanks, Muck. Just put us in more suspense, why don't you? But, bro, Nightmare is still being tested. It's still in testing phase, and they're already working on Chapter 2. That's mad. Let's go ahead and look at these sneak peeks, though. So we got this one. Very naturey. It looks like we're going back to the Book 1 days. A little bit, where Yasu was like in nature all the time. Like, look, we got the fireflies, we got this big tree, we got the lanterns. You saw those lanterns everywhere in Book 1. I remember that. I have no idea what that is back there, but it looks like in the middle here, it's like that giant, one of those giant pools that you can pretty much just step in if you wanted to, if you want your intrusive thoughts to win. But like, yeah, look, this has to be a walking path right here, and then of course here, over here. I don't know what that is over there. Probably just a light. But this place looks cool though. This looks cool. This next sneak peek, looks very narrow. It looks very, very narrow. We got the freaking bamboo trees, or just bamboo in general. I don't know if they're trees or not. And we got another lantern and a very creepy walking way path. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is not just a full one-way walkway, because not gonna lie, I be dreaming of some stuff like this where you're just walking down like a straight pathway and it's always narrow or whatever. Those are always the creepiest dreams. And if this also turns out to be a run part, then I might actually have a heart attack, because I'd be living a real nightmare if I'm being honest. But overall, this still looks really cool though. This does look really, really cool. I have no idea what to call this thing, because I mean, of all the monsters we got so far, that we saw so far in Book 3, this looks like a lot like Akari, not gonna lie. Because like if you zoom in on the face here, you can see like, obviously it's a dual face, kind of like Kuishimbo, but it's really reminding me of Akari. Like, you got a mouth, nose, eye, and then you got a big mouth, and then you got an eye right here. And it looks like this could be an earring, I'm guessing. But but this on the top of her head, it looks like her head could be in a ponytail, or it may look like a samurai hat. I don't know. I'm seeing like these horns and then the actual helmet. I don't know. But if we go down here, this looks a little bit like a spider body right here. Like if you look over right, I'm pretty sure that's a sleeve right there. I think that's a sleeve. But right here is like a spider tentacle thing right here, or like those things, those, you know what I'm talking about, those things. But this monster looks really crazy though, so maybe we'll get another dual face like Kuishimbo like monster in the next chapter, maybe. Or this could just be another thing of Akari's Nightmare Mode model right here, because it does kind of look like her a bit, not gonna lie, from an angle at least. And this sneak peek honestly might be my top favorite, because I mean, look at it. Look at the sneak peek. It just looks so freaking cool. Like, this is obviously Tokyo, so at some point in Chapter 2, we're actually going to be walking around Tokyo. which is something I've actually really dreamed of in the Mimic for a long time. And no, do not tell me, like,
What?
The stutter is crazy. Don't be putting in the comments like, oh, but you walked around in Chapter 4, Jealousy. You walked around Tokyo for then. Not when it was like this, alright? Chapter 4 of Jealousy, that Tokyo was... That was nothing but, like, ruins and orange and just war zone everywhere. No, this is, like, actual Tokyo right here. This is, like, it's all working and everything like that. Like, you get to actually walk around Tokyo. So... But because he said this has something to do with the lore, I'm also really wondering how many years have passed from book 2 to book 3. Because, like, in chapter 4, Izukai pretty much, like, destroyed the entire city in the final battle. He destroyed the entire city. Tokyo was gonzo. So the fact that, we're seeing Tokyo in good shape right here is very, interesting. So, like... That really begs the question of, like, how many years have passed since book 2? So I'm very interested about that. This also looks like a certain sneak peek that we got a very long time ago to a certain game. What was it again? Nah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. And then, here's the last sneak peek we got. It's another shot in Tokyo. But, there is a crucial detail. Look who we have right there. Look at that. This is honestly super heartwarming right here. It really is heartwarming. Because if you can't tell, this is a statue of Isamu. Like, look, you can tell that it's Isamu because of the model, because of the Isamu, the Shin Isamu lantern that we have. That's the model for it. And then he has a bow. Like, come on now. But like, how cool is that? That there's actually a statue of Isamu in Tokyo to honor him. It's to honor him for his courage and bravery that he did when he killed Izukai in the city. So that's really cool. That's really nice. I am very happy about that they're doing this. That's really cool. And the final thing that we got is after some clarifications, I completely forgot about the hotel sneak peek a while back since it's been mentioned a lot now. Oh yeah, there was a sneak peek a very long time ago where it was like a hotel, like it was like a hotel hallway. I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but if I do end up finding it, maybe I'll post it on the screen. But yeah, that hotel sneak peek, turns out it was just a loading screen for the Halloween Trials game mode. Bruh. It was just for the Halloween Trials revamp, I'm guessing. It was just a loading screen, which is crazy. But it's also kind of crazy that he didn't add it into the game. Like, was it just like a planned thing? Like, was he ever gonna put it in the game? Who knows, really? But, well, I guess that's some clarification. But look, he even said it was never planned for book 3, and it was my mistake for not getting context during book 3's development. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's theory on all that, of that hotel room or hallway, was wrong. It was never in book 3 at all. It turns out it was just going to be a loading screen. So, that's nice. Awesome. But that's kind of it, really. We just got some new sneaks and everything. Oh, I guess a little side thing. In the game announcements, Roblox is reviewing the Mimic right now for the Vietnam's market. Because, Vietnam is quite, he said right here, Vietnam is quite strict on gaming. And apparently the Mimic is not available in the Vietnam market. So, Muck is taking care of that now, so that's great news. But other than that, there is really nothing else to say. But yeah, other than that, we're already having Rage Chapter 2 being developed right now, which is crazy, honestly. Just as insane that they're doing that. And Nightmare Mode is in testing right now, so there is a good chance that it might release. I mean, the whole thing about it releasing this weekend is probably not happening anymore, honestly, because if it's still being tested right now, then it probably might not release this weekend, but it might, but it could, you never know. And there's also a chance that if it's still in testing next week, then it'll probably release next week. I'm guessing anyways. That's just a guess though. But, that's gonna be it for me. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, love the Mimic. And shout out to CT Studios and Muck Ditch for locking in and putting in the hard work. Already working on chapter 2 is crazy. But yeah, that's all. Bye bye now.